Ivlev! Watch this last step, it's a doozy. Cool, and feel free to sit wherever you like. Laura Pasmatina! And next is an actor whose body of work includes also that TV series on Showtime about the messed up family in Chicago. That TV series about Batman when he was a kid, and he played the two brothers that were sort of the proto-Jokers. In animation, he's given voice to Superboy in several animated specials, and the voice of Jack Kirby's Commandy. Today he joins us to discuss the role of surviving Jedi Cal Kestis. Please welcome Cameron Monaghan! Hello guys, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, those are on your board.
Came on board, which, believe it or not, it was actually a pretty quick turnaround for these kinds of games.
Yeah.
I got an audition for a high-profile project of some sort, and it was all like fake sites, dummy sites, and I knew pretty much immediately when I got it. I was like, I think this is for Star Wars. I'm pretty sure this is for Star Wars. It was like there was a dark witch and dark magic, and how dare you go and talk to this person. It's like, I think that this is the dark side I think we're talking about here. So I went in for the audition. When I got in, we did it, went well, and they're like, hey, we just want to like see how well you move with this. And they handed me a lightsaber, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it. And yeah, so from there, met one more time with them, and then came in, and they brought us over to the studio, and just basically ran through the entirety of the game, got the script for the first time, read it. It was a huge book because video game scripts are just massive, and they had all this concept art for the different planets and the different characters and their outfits and everything already worked through, and they had the reveal of Darth Vader at the end of it. It was just like a really wonderful experience. Lucasfilm are very prepared in how they put stuff together, and it's really amazing to see like so many talented artists and workmen all coming together to create these concepts. And it is favorite stance. I think that because it's such a like integral part of the story, I think the blaster stance is really cool. That was such like a kind of change from the first game. It was, you know, we wanted it to really have like a Western feel. That was something that was from very early on, was kind of getting those like Western references in there and kind of having it feel like a little bit more of a cowboy man with no name kind of thing. So, you know, being able to integrate that into gameplay was really nice, because that concept is introduced in story through the cutscene with Bode, and then it kind of gets, you know, folded into the gameplay afterwards. So I thought that was just like a really well done concept to the design kind of thing, you know.
I mean, I'm getting through it, but I think dual stance, I think that's my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, it's the easiest for me for some reason, but yeah, so.
And Arcana. For the next 45 minutes, we're talking about this fantastic career and answering your questions. Please welcome Sam Witwer! And along with my candy, he brought his own prizes that we may be giving away later on, so we'll stay tuned. Oh, thank you, young man. So nice to work with the gentleman.
Yo.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, brother.
How are you? This one.
Yeah, that one.
Cool.
Yeah, that's right, too. So, bro, welcome to Ocala.
Yes, thank you.
So glad to have you on here. Oh, man, we've been doing these virtually for joys. You know, like Star Wars, even dabbled in Star Trek a little bit.
Yep.
Oops, sorry. You've done a space show, and you did the other space show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I I've been painting because I'm also a gamer, D&D and stuff like that, Dungeons and Dragons. So I was painting all these Star Wars miniatures, and so I'm constantly bothering like Dave Filoni, sending him pictures of Star Wars minis that I've painted, and it should tell you everything you need to know about that guy. That like he's so busy. You reach out to him, hey, how's it going? Hey, love the show. That's awesome. How's everything? How's your dog? But if you send him pictures of minis you've painted, he's like, here, cool, check it out. I did this Voltron thing. What do you think about that? He'll immediately write you back. It's amazing. So he's one of us, Like, it's hilarious because it's not like he doesn't care. He's just busy. Like, oh, it's like, yeah, I don't have time. You go through text and I'll get back to that later, and then you never do. But apparently, if he sees a painted mini, he's like, whoa. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
I don't know how he does it. The guy's.
I've been painting these things for years now. I've painted easily 300 of these things, and I have not had the courage to attempt them all yet. And I did it, and it was really good. I was very happy. I'm giving my thank you.
Yeah,
More of that. No, I got the lines really fine. I mean, his head is like the size of a pin needle.
Have 2 red ones.
Yeah, and I got the tattoo lines really fine. It looks really good. And I'm working up the courage for Ahsoka. So I'm like, now that I got Maul, I'm like, well, he's got to talk trash to someone, so. It's always crazy. I mean, when we were first doing this space show and doing a space character, there was this thing where this space character had spider legs that I was doing, and the script said that he was saying crazy stuff, but it didn't say what he said. The script did not say what he said. So I wrote down a bunch of weird jottings and then just let her rip when we were doing the takes. So pretty much in that first episode of the space show with the spider guy, everything that comes out of his mouth except for his last line is me going crazy. So yeah, that was crazy. And I thought I was gonna get fired because everyone was like, and I was just making all kinds of sounds and noises. But then they decided they liked it. And I didn't get fired. So that was great.
Not getting fired is always good.
Space universe? I mean, kind of all of it. You know what's funny is there's been other space universe stuff that I've done that I probably for years will not be able to talk about because I do all kinds of weird space stuff sometimes behind the scenes. But all of them have been memorable. Meaning I remember them. I do remember that I did them. It's been fun. It's been great. I'm a huge fan of that stuff. And to sort of be able to try my hand at making it has been really interesting. Very interesting.
When the SAG Cycler's involved, we'll have a much more open conversation next time, I promise. So. But I'll tell you what, thanks for indulging my producer's curiosity.
And of course, and Obi-Wan's like, oh, Qui-Gon, if you just pretend like you liked Neapolitan pizza, you'd be on the council. He's like, you're much to learn, Obi-Wan. So there are a lot of debates in the temple halls, and it's why they lost the war. Not at all. It hurts. I mean, no, but it was sort of something that I brought in there. Like I think this is what I remember. I remember that the dialogue is exactly as written, and he says Kenobi in there, and I remember going to Cam, the guy who's running the session. I'm like, hey, Cam, listen, this line, make sure you bring the volume down a lot, because I'm going to do something really loud. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is really going to knock Dave's socks off. Watch this. And then, Kenobi, and I scream it. And finish the take. And then afterward, Dave's like, okay, great, Sam, just play with that attitude. Yeah, let's just run another one, that's cool. Like, that just didn't even face him. It's like, Yeah, okay, cool. And try it again with this thing. Okay, great. And then I did it 2 or 3 more times, and he's like, okay, Sam, I gotta stop you there. We have a full episode we have to record, and you're losing your voice already, so stop. So I thought I was gonna get all these congratulating, but Dave's like, okay, great, that's good. Moving on.
Starkiller.
I'd shave my head tomorrow. The tricky thing is that it's like he's a character that, unless it's a quick cameo, it does require a little bit of an investment in screen time. If he's a quick cameo, he can get away with a lot, right? But if he's there for a little bit longer, he starts requiring an explanation. Who is this guy? Oh, Darth Vader. Oh, you know Darth Vader? Oh, what's that about? So, but I like the idea of the symmetry between Ahsoka on one side as Anakin's Padawan, and Starkiller as Vader's apprentice, and they have a lot of the same lightsaber styles. I thought that was really neat. I liked that.
There you go. Great question. We have time for one more question.